It would be better for all of us. You'll see better, you'll enjoy it better. Happy Hanukkah, everyone, and good evening. Thank you so much for joining us for Weston's Hanukkah Festival of 2023. Let's have it. Tonight, we prepared a fantastic program, and we know that you're all going to have a great time. So just stick with us. We got a late start, I apologize, but it's for reasons beyond our control. Before we get started, as always, I want to recognize some very special people who are with us tonight. As always, this celebration is graced with the presence of our elected officials and city officials. I want to mention them by name and have them be recognized. We really appreciate your constant support and friendship. It means the world to all of us. We have with us United States Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Let's have it. Where are you, Debbie? Oh, here you are. When you don't wear the shirt, I can't see you. We have with us State Representative of Florida, Robin Bartleman. Robin, I saw her before. Mayor of Weston, dear Peggy Brown, where are you? Right there. City Commissioners, Byron Jaffe, good friend of mine, Chris Eddy. Chris Eddy, right there you are, okay. And Henry Mead, where's Henry? Right here. There you go, there's Chris, there's Henry. He's here. We have City Commissioner Don Decker, Chief of Police Sam Cavalieri, Fire Chief Todd Drazen, they're all here. It's wonderful to celebrate this wonderful evening with all of you. This team is second to none. And please put your hands together in appreciation for all your service and commitment to our beautiful county and city. Really, really appreciate all of you. Before we get to the program itself, I want to thank some very special people who made all this possible. First of all, the administration of the Weston Town Center, owner Barry Belmont, who makes it available for us every year. We can't thank you enough. And of course, the director of events, Angie Paulson. If you're here, thank you so much. I also want to thank all the store owners who are so kind and gracious and cooperate with us every year. And of course, every event like this costs a little geld. So we want to thank those sponsors who made this possible on that level. The Palace at Weston, my friend Zach Shacham, Michael Zolden from Tag USA Gymnastics, Arthur Worth and family, Chaim Pearl, Jeremy and Karen Derry from the Hollywood Design Complex, Moses and Eileen Cohen, Ron and Wendy Glantz, the Letterman family, Eli and Lynn Drury, Art and Lori Greenfetter, and Myron Sandler. And of course, our army of dedicated volunteers. After the lighting itself, you're in for a real treat. We have the pleasure of enjoying a one-of-a-kind performance by mind hacker Alan Shamo. He's right here. He's ready for a performance that you'll never forget. He is a talent like no other, and we are thrilled to have him today. You're in for a treat. Stick around, trust me. The children are all going to get Hanukkah geld, I mean real dollar bills. I will give them the geld as well. We'll have the drop, the geld drop, and all the other drops, but we'll give them $1 each as well. And of course, for everyone, latkes and donuts. What Hanukkah party can happen without that. And now let's begin with the program and lighting the menorah. Shh. The great poet Rabbi Yehuda Halevi, the Middle Ages, wrote, Ani b'ma'arav v'libi b'mizrach. I am in the west, but my heart is in the east. The hearts of all of us are with our brothers and sisters in the Holy Land who were forced to go to war, the forces of darkness and pure evil. None of us have any doubt that with God's help, Israel will have a resounding victory and will wipe out Hamas once and for all and send a very clear message to all other enemies of Israel. Hanukkah could not come at a better time. These small lights that we're going to be lighting momentarily, these small but potent lights, remind us of all those who continuously tried over the centuries to destroy Israel and the Jewish people. But this small people, represented by the small Hanukkah lights, somehow, by God's grace, overcame and survived them all. This is exactly what will happen this time as well. Hamas and all the others will turn into an entry in Wikipedia, and the Jewish people and Israel will continue to thrive, flourish, and be the conscience of the world. The world will continue to look to Israel and its miraculous lights and be awed and inspired. Israel will continue to export Torah values and morality for the entire world for decades and centuries to come. As many of you know, I led a mission. I led a mission to Israel in the wake of the massacre that took place on October 7th. I traveled to Israel a week after the massacre with 28 other colleagues, and I went to Kibbutz Shfayim, where I met with scores of families from Kfar Aza who are mourning and observing Shiva over the loss of so many loved ones. I then met in Tel Aviv at the command center of the so many families of the hostages who were kidnapped and taken into Gaza. It was a harrowing experience, spending time with them, listening, and one I will never forget. I made a commitment that day that I will never stop talking about these hostages until every last one of them is freed. We are honored to have with us tonight two very special people that I did not mention yet. They're flanked on my side here, if I can have. I have with us Mr. Avi Lulu, father of Alon Lulu, who is presently held hostage in Gaza. Welcome. Please be recognized. Avi, we will soon offer a prayer that your son be reunited with you very soon, together with all the hostages who have still not been rescued. We are also honored to have with us Mrs. Arit Zadikevich, whose husband Liran gave his life defending the people of Kibbutz Kfar Aza, whom he so loved. Leah, you here? Leah, come up, please. He was murdered by the terrorists of Hamas on October 7th. May his memory be a blessing for all of us. I would like to ask Avi to share a few words with all of us as we prepare to light the menorah.
Thank you very much for welcoming me here. My name is Avi Lulu Shamriz. My son, 26 years old, was kidnapped from his house in Kfar Aza on October 7th. My son was sleeping at his house while at 6:30 in the morning, more than 200 Hamas terrorists came to our village, entered to our village without shooting even one bullet, and took over all the kibbutz. and they sprayed all over the kibbutz, start to pull out people from their house and just massacre them. They just pull out people, shoot them, murdered women, children, all people, young people. They are not divided. They burn our house, they destroy our house. I was at the kibbutz that time, but they were not able to get to my house. But they were able to get to other houses, burn them, and kill more than 62 people from my community, and more than 18 was kidnapped to Gaza. Part of them is already returned to us, but there are still 9 people from my community in Gaza. One of them is my son, Alon. Now I want you to know that Alon was a civilian guy. We are peaceful people. We never do anything harm to the Palestinian. They just came to kill because we are Jew, nothing else. In this Hanukkah, I'm praying for miracles because it's a holiday of miracles. And my miracle is supposed to be releasing my son and the rest of the hostages. So I need your support all over to help us to put the pressure on the Hamas, on the United States government, on the Israeli government, on the Qatar government, to help us to release all the hostages. This is my main goal. So in this Hanukkah, I would like to wish you happy Hanukkah, and thank you very much for welcoming me here.